When people think Maltese food, they tend to think Maltese rabbit stew, which is extremely tasty. Today, I want to show you the less famous variation, which is actually my favorite, especially in the summer months. The Maltese fried rabbit, which is very simple. It's normally marinated with garlic, sometimes with a bit of thyme, and just fried to perfection. Now, I want to show you my variation of the dish, which is like every single recipe on this channel, definitely not authentic. We're going to skip the marination process for two reasons. One, most recipes call for a white wine garlic marination because we want to fry the meat to golden brown afterwards. The surface moisture from the marination, particularly from the wine, is very detrimental to searing. Number two, garlic itself is rather sugary, and when they are fried, they also can get burned quite easily. What I prefer doing is I like to salt them the night before, leave them uncovered in the fridge. This way, you get the benefit of the salt marinade, which A, seasons, B, tenderizes the rabbit by breaking down the protein fibers into amino acid strands. I would leave it in the fridge uncovered overnight on a wire rack to let the fridge dry out the surface even more, making them the prime candidate for searing. To get the garlicky flavor back to the wonderful, wonderful dish, we're gonna do this in a two-stage process. First, we'll make a garlic confit with olive oil, which we then will dress the fried rabbit with so that we get the best of both worlds. So, a whole garlic clove. Now, for the garlic, A, to help them cook faster, and B, to remove the potential of any bitterness, I like to cut them in half and remove the green middle, if they exist, that is. Now, extremely simple. We take a saucepan, we add the garlic. If you want to use thyme, this is the time to add it as well. And we simply cover it with olive oil. So this goes on the stove at medium heat. For rabbit, I would prefer using a non-stick skillet because we're not going to make a sauce out of it. You don't want the surface to break and stick. Once the pan is hot, we add some high smoke point oil. In this case, I'm using vegetable oil. And when you're frying any meat that is not evenly shaped, it's very important to add actually more oil than you think you need, because we can always strain it off at the end. You're not drinking the oil. So, vegetable oil in. Once the oil starts to shimmer, we add the rabbit in batches to not crowd the pan and cool it down too quickly. The legs, which take the longest. We season generously on both sides. Optional black pepper. After a bit of splashing, this is the golden brown color you want to achieve, so we turn the rabbit. And now, to rectify the issue of the uneven shape, we pour hot oil to help even browning. Now, once they're golden brown everywhere, how do you know they're ready? The best way is to use a meat probe. For the leg, you want them to reach at least 71 degrees Celsius at the thickest part. Once we're there, we leave them on a wire rack or plate to rest while we cook the second batch. For the breast meat, you want the thickest part. You reach about 67 and you're good to go. Perfect. Stove off. Probably need to change your shirt and we can plate. Beautiful golden brown leg. And here we have our confit garlic, which is extremely tasty. And we drizzle the wonderful garlic infused olive oil. And that's it. Golden brown fried rabbit with garlic confit. I really hope you enjoy.